Coming up tomorrow night, you'll have an opportunity to dine, drink champagne, and take in the Magic City skyline from the 22nd floor in downtown Billings. A chance to absorb history, experience art in a world-class exhibit. Janelle's standing by now to tell us all about it. Janelle?
That's right, Jay, and you can even take part of it home. All this and at the same time support children. Now the event is the Accidental Art, but it's by no accident that this collection is here to help our community.
You know, the camera doesn't lie, right? So you have a frame around where you decided to point that camera. You decide as a photographer where that frame is going to stop, where it's going to start, what's going to be inside that little rectangle. Those are decisions that you make as a photographer. When you push the button, if you bend down to a knee, what lens you choose. Those are all choices. The ones that make the choices that allow for the accidents of real life, that brings an authenticity that can't be duplicated with Photoshop or any other tricks. If you take Stephen Crowley's picture of Ronald Reagan, he had to pick the exact angle and the exact moment so that when Ronald Reagan's hand comes across the desk, it hits the highlight of the broken finger that's bandaged. It's all the moment, and the subtleties within that moment is what separates the great ones with everybody else who were also standing in the room when Reagan left the Oval Office for the last time.
Great photojournalists whose work once graced the pages of Life, Look, Time, and Sports Illustrated. Names you may not recognize, but their images you know.
It's a world-class photography exhibit, the likes we've never seen. There's some prints here that you just don't have access to, which are hard to come by, whether you're in New York or LA, let alone Billings, Montana.
Kenneth Jareski, also one in that select group of photojournalists who has documented world history through a lens. It just so happens he lives in Joliet, Montana.
I called in some favors, and I have tremendous faith that the people of Billings will appreciate it.
And Jareski is hoping to spark that, while helping the community with a little help from his friends.
The Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and there's a cloud of smoke over their head, and Ed Sullivan's standing there. And she's like, nobody has that print. That print's forgotten. And so she sent me, it's number 1 of 15. Scott Goldsmith just said, oh, I think I'll send you this picture of Muhammad Ali. It's an edition of 6. We have number 3 here. It's an image that I'd never seen before. Nobody's seen it. The Ali who's literally in a beauty parlor with a facial mask, he understood the power of the camera. He understood his own charisma, how he could use that charisma to reach and change the world.
A charisma found only in a captured moment, now helping Billings by no accident.
Because this is how you make a difference. You start out doing the little things. I don't know how that connection works, but I know that it always leads to something else.
The funds raised through Friday's Accidental Art Auction will go to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Yellowstone County and Tumbleweed. Now, the event includes dinner and complimentary champagne. You can call or stop by the Billings Petroleum Club to purchase tickets. Jay.